Hi, I'm Jeff with Smoke Meat with Jeff. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you hopped over from my other video where I'm showing you how to make one of these. And in this step, this is the separate video showing you how to do the paint job that I accomplished on my my little mini smoker. So I've got my my barrel already done. If you're going to be doing this, you're going to want to make sure that all of your holes are drilled ahead of time because you don't want to drill after the fact and mess up your paint job. So you're going to need your container, some high temperature, typically engine paint or high temperature grill paint. I'm going with black today. You're going to need some masking tape. You're going to need whatever it is you're going to be putting on the outside of this, your template. And I just printed this out on paper, and then I went through and I cut out what I'm going to leave unpainted. And then you're going to need a very sharp razor blade. So let's move on to the next step of applying our template and getting it ready for paint. Okay, to apply our template, I've got it printed out, I've got it centered up where I want it to be, and then I've just taped it down really well and nice and flat. And then you're going to take some more of your masking tape, and basically you're going to cover all of the design areas, making sure that you're keeping your template work down there nice and flat, and just really press it in there. You want to do this over the whole thing with a couple of layers. 2 layers at least, and then we'll come back and we'll start on the cutting. Okay, at this point I have 2 layers of masking tape on there and really got in there with my fingernails to really press down around the edges of these designs. And then it's just going to be a matter of taking a very sharp brand new razor blade, and we are going to cut out right along the edge of our design very carefully, and when we are done we will end up removing all of this all of the paper, leaving the taped in areas, and that will become our negative. So we'll end up with smoked meat with Jeff and my little flame in the center, and then we can take this out and just prep it with some painter's tape to mask off the inside and make sure we don't paint the bottom, and then paint this whole thing. I'm going to go with black today, but you can actually do any color you want. So I'm going to work on this, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like before we start painting. Alright, I got my template all on and cut out. Take a look at that. Got my letters on there and the masking tape. So now it's just a matter of going out before the sun goes down. Grab your high temperature paint. Go over this with a couple of real light coats so that you don't end up with runs, and we're going to mask off the top. Have it sitting down on the bottom so I don't get paint on the bottom, and then spray this bad boy and move on to the next step after it has a chance to dry overnight. Well, we are on day 2. I let the paint cure overnight after spraying yesterday. You can see where I did my masking off on the top. I masked off the handle so that when I took the tape off it was still nice and chrome on the outside. And then I will go ahead and remove all of the masking on the inside. But as you can see here, I've started to remove some of the masking tape. So we got the smoked meat with Jeff. And to do the rest of it, all you're going to do is take a really sharp knife so you don't scratch your paint, and start peeling off the masking tape to reveal the design underneath. So I'm going to finish up doing this, and we'll be right back with the finished custom paint job. And here we have it, our finished custom paint job on our mini smoker barrel. So this is Jeff with Smoke Meat with Jeff. If you want to know how this was used to make my mini smoker, go ahead and check out this video right here. Just click on the link. It'll run you over to that video, and until next time, have fun on your smoker. And if you don't have one, build one.